Hello everyone, this is Sergeant Cáceres from the Marine Corps Engineer School, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to utilize a wire nut. Now, a wire nut is a solderless connector, meaning that we're not going to be utilizing any solder for this video. Now, the way a wire nut works is that it is a screw-on terminal, meaning that if you look within our wire nut, it might be a little bit hard for you guys to see, but there is threading on there that will actually catch onto that bare wire once we strip it. So the first step is going to be to go ahead and grab your wire and strip it. What I have here is a 14 gauge stranded wire. So I'm going to go ahead and place it where it needs to go and just gently move it around, cutting through that insulation. Now, the reason that we gently strip our wire, give me 1 second. She is tight. Okay, all right. The reason that we want to gently strip our wire is because the last thing we want to do is damage any one of these strands. Because if we were to cut off some of these strands, it is going to ultimately affect the amount of current that can pass through our wire, and that is the last thing that we want. So now that we have my stripped wire, I'm going to go ahead and just verify that both of my wires are roughly stripped the same amount. Now, the reason we do that is because the last thing we want is for one of these wires to be a little bit longer, protruding past our wire nut, because again, any exposed wire just increases the likelihood of a short happening, damaging your equipment. So now that I've ensured that both of these stripped pieces of wire are roughly the same size, I'm gonna go ahead and place them within my wire nut. Now, you can twist these together before you place them in your wire nut, or you can leave them as such. Either way is fine, it's just personal preference. So now that I've placed the stripped wire into my wire nut, I am just going to verify that I have no exposed wire on the bottom, and then I'm going to pinch my wires and gently rotate my wire nut on there clockwise. Now, we're not twisting the heck out of this, we're just getting it on there to where it's nice and snug. What will happen if you twist this too much is that these wires will begin to overlap on each other, creating tension. Now, that tension could end up damaging some of these strands or that conductive material within your wire, again, ultimately affecting the amount of current that this wire can handle. So you're just gonna pinch it right below the wire nut, twist it on there nice and snug. Once you think it's good, you're gonna give it a tug, and then you are good to go. So one more time, all I'm going to be looking for is ensuring that there is no exposed wire on the bottom, and then that with the tug, that wire nut does not move. So what I want you to do is go ahead and practice that on your own for a little bit. Again, if you have any questions, direct them to the instructor that's in the classroom, and then once you're confident, you can go ahead and move on to that next video. Thank you.